Friends, welcome to another edition of Spilling the Tea with Father Rob. I'm a little later getting this weekly video out than I wanted to. It's now Saturday afternoon, but better late than never, and there's lots to cover this week. But before I get into that, here's a little message from Aunt Valerie. Hey Val, how are you feeling?
Very good, thank you. Much better.
That's good.
My appetite's back, and I had a terrible time. It was awful.
Yeah.
But I'm better now.
You're all better now. Val, yeah, it was a difficult couple of weeks for her, but I'm happy to say she's fully recovered, thank God. And many thanks to all of her caregivers who tended to her during this couple of week period. You know, it's weird having people tend to a vulnerable adult like this, a special needs adult dressed in full PPE and the like. Anyway, the good news is all is well. She's been fully cleared for a while now. She's COVID-free, fully recovered. And so thanks be to God for that. One quick one, really important one for all you daily mass goers. Next week, there will be no daily mass in the parish next week. All of the priests are away on retreat next week. So no mass from Monday the 25th until Friday the 29th. I also want to announce that on Tuesday, November the 23rd, we will be having a parish town hall right at St. Michael's Church. Tuesday, November 23rd, starting at 7 p.m. for an hour and a half. Tuesday, November 23rd, 7 p.m., town hall for the Parish of Stella at St. Michael's Church. I hope you can make it because we're going to be talking about lots of important things as we move forward as a parish. And I really, really hope you're there to hear what we have to say and to offer your feedback at that meeting. So please come out to our town hall, November 23rd, 7 p.m. That's Tuesday, November 23rd, 7 p.m. So now I want to get into an update on where we are as a parish, where we are in this process of amalgamation. Where are we in terms of forming our new identity as a parish of Stella Maris? So where are we right now? Well, as you know, St. John the Baptist Church was formally closed on September the 28th. St. Peter's Ketch Harbor, the decree of closure was signed some time ago by Archbishop Dunn, and due to appeals to the Vatican, that building has not formally been closed, pending the appeals to the Vatican, which is entirely the right of the folks out there to do that. And so they're exercising their canonical right, and we'll see what the Vatican comes back with before we move forward there. St. Paul's is in phase 2 of a process of consultation for closure. Now, what does that mean? So phase 1 was a leadership recommendation to close. That was made to the bishop back in June. And now we are in phase 2. Here's the direct language of what the phase 2 process of closure is. In the letter sent by the bishop, it is phase 2 is a broad and deep parish consultation which will be launched by the Archbishop. My next remit to the bishop is to formally invite him into the parish to begin this phase 2 process, which needs to be grounded in prayer. It needs to be a serious discernment of where we are as a parish community and what we plan on doing with St. Paul's Church. My goal as your pastor is to rejuvenate the Catholic Church in mainland South. So that is, mainland South is of course the parish territory of Stella Maris. My goal is to rejuvenate the Catholic presence in mainland South. It is to revive where we are as a Catholic community. And as the pastor of Stella Parish, I desire, and with all of you, to have the humble confidence to propose and to proclaim Jesus Christ as the way, the truth, and the life. I want, through this process, to introduce people to the Holy Spirit and to introduce people to the church. So, as you know, we have already begun the process of hiring a coordinator of community care. I'm hoping that in the next few months, we'll be able to get a coordinator of evangelism online and to really begin with earnest of launching of how we are going to go about rejuvenating, reviving, reconstituting this new parish of Stella Maris. We've got so much potential. From Armdale to Sambro, the needs are myriad and uniquely different. But we as a community have so much potential. I know your faith. I've had many, many conversations with many of you. And I'm also acutely aware of one of our weaknesses right now in maintaining a Catholic presence in mainland South is our disunity. And I understand where this pain comes from. You have been dealing with a process of church closures. And believe me, I understand how difficult it is. Ask the folks down at St. John the Baptist. It is a grieving process. It is very, very difficult. And as your pastor, I'm trying to do my best to journey with you through this, knowing that we can't keep doing what we have been doing. And so we are trying to do our best to make the best use of all of the resources that we have to reconstitute, to rejuvenate, to start something new, which is called Stella Maris. The possibilities, the opportunities are pretty much endless. The greatest threat that we have, as I mentioned, beyond disunity is, and I want to be categorically clear on this, we are in a financial mess. As of the end of September, we're $80,000 in the red. So we have spent $80,000 more than we have taken in through all sources of revenue so far in this fiscal year. So the reality is we are struggling. I understand that, and many of you, I shouldn't say many of you, some of you have told me that you are no longer financially contributing to the church for a number of reasons, some of which has to do with that your church is likely going to be closed and your frustration with the process of amalgamation. I hear you. I know it's a difficult process. And I would just ask you, this simple question, like just to pray about it. Like if you can honestly say that you're done with the church, then I understand. I mean, of your freedom, that's your responsibility. You've got to examine your own conscience with that. If we are to have a Catholic presence in mainland South, we need to significantly change what we're doing. I estimate we've got between 5 and 8 years of life in us before we've either make a go of this and we're thriving, or we've got to begin a conversation of amalgamating with one of the neighboring parishes, say Good Shepherd or St. Benedict. I can't see any other way in the long term of how we're going to make a go of this unless we make some dramatically different decisions in moving forward. So that's where we are, and a lot of this is what I want to be discussing, what I will discuss with you on November 23rd at the Town Hall. So come on out. With St. Paul's being in Phase 2, I want to now give you an overview of what the next year, minimum of a year, is going to look like for our parish, okay? So, St. Michael's is the main campus that we will be using for ministry in mainland South. It will be the main center for our mission, our liturgy, and all programs. As for St. Paul's in Herring Cove, the glebe has been rented out for a year to the Archdiocesan Vocations Office. It's the home of St. Titus House, a vocational discernment house for the Vocations Office down at the Archdiocese. So that community of men will be using the glebe. We have entered into a lease with the Syro-Malabar community. The Syro-Malabar rite, for you folks who don't know what this all means, for all of the different rites who are in communion with Rome, there's 27 or 28, I believe. We're, of course, the Latin rite, the Roman rite. There are other rites that remain in full communion with the Bishop of Rome, Pope Francis. One of those is the Syro-Malabar rite. They are going to rent St. Paul's Church and St. Paul's Hall for 1 year, starting on November the 1st. So they will be having regular masses down there. I assume they'll be setting up their office down at the office in the hall and using the hall for their community events. We will have our parish anticipated Mass. So the Saturday 4 p.m. Mass will be moved to the St. Paul's location beginning on Saturday, November the 27th. So every Saturday at 4 p.m., beginning on November the 27th, the Mass, our parish Mass, Stella Maris Mass, will be held at St. Paul's in Herring Cove. And during phase 2, I hope we can come to a clear decision on what we're going to do with the remaining infrastructure that we have in our parish. So as I mentioned at the beginning, St. John the Baptist is closed. St. Peter's, the decree of closure is done, and we're waiting for the appeals from the Vatican. We will see what we're going to do down at St. Paul's in Herring Cove. And our starting point is that St. Michael's is the main campus for the parish activities that we have. So that's where we are. I am committed to making phase 2 a true process of prayer and discernment so that we can move forward, as I said, in hopefully rejuvenating the Catholic Church in mainland South. So that's where we are. We've got a year to make minimum of a year to make some big decisions. I mean, we could, in a year, renew the lease with the Syro-Malabar community, and that buys us another year. But I'm hoping that with the plan that we have in place, which we'll be talking about at the town hall on November the 23rd, I'm hoping we're going to be able to rejuvenate this. I hope with all of my heart we'll be able to move forward as a parish with our main campus at St. Michael's in Spryfield and a thriving campus down there in Herring Cove. So come on out. I want to hear your voices, and God bless you all as we continue to journey in faith, in hope, and in love. God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.